you.
What were you thinking when you climbed aboard that thing back on February 20th, 1962?
Well, you had a lot of thoughts. You had a lot of confidence in what was going to happen. I might add, though, the very first time we ever saw a missile launch down here when they brought the 7 of us down, it wasn't that successful. It was a night launch. And we were on a camera pad, I think a couple, 3,000 feet from the launch site. And it went up and blew at high Q at 27,000 feet over our heads at night. And that wasn't a very good confidence builder for our first trip to the Cape. But then we followed all the things that happened after that very carefully with all the development of the Atlas at that time, and had great confidence, or we wouldn't have been aboard that thing.
I was just glad that the engine that blew wasn't on my machine. They were very similar, but I was busy, too busy on my flight. I would have been given liberty to plan a lot of scientific experiments, which was good, but I loaded the flight plan too heavily and was too busy, and I fought to catch up for the entire flight. We learned from John's flight that man could indeed control a machine and operate properly in prolonged zero G.
The things we were looking at back on those first flights seem almost so primitive now, they're almost laughable. But the doctors, some of the ophthalmologists were literally concerned at that time that your eyes might change shape and your vision might change enough you couldn't even see the instrument panel enough to make an emergency re-entry if you had to. And so they were enough concerned about it. We actually put a little miniaturized eye chart at the top of the instrument panel. That's still in Friendship 7 up in the Smithsonian. If you look in there, it's up on the top of the panel.
Given where we've come, where are we going? What's your perspective on it? Scott?
Mars.
Okay.
Yes.
I think the future is twofold. I think we'll do more exploration, whether it's asteroid, Mars, or wherever. I think it'll go on beyond Mars sometime, probably not in our lifetime, but sometime. I've always thought, though, that wherever we go, we should maximize the research return that becomes available in that new era. In that new area, we've learned how to travel.